promise. I'm not going to be on here long. I had started pulling up some plants, and y'all know how I get. Like, I got to share it. I got to share it with you all. Um, so the other day when I went live, one of the things that I really shared with you all is I'm having to go back into the office. So I'm having to adjust my routine. And I talked to my mom earlier, and I just had to sit down on the sofa for about 20 minutes. And I talked to Chris for a little bit, and he wants to go ahead and cut the grass. But we both just like, we know what we need to do. But I'm the type of person, let me tell you, I'm like, if I continue to sit here, I'm not going to get up. So I sprayed down with my essential oils because I'm not sure where these mosquitoes are coming from. Hello, Lottie, how are you? Hello, you all. But I sprayed down real good. And I told him, I said, if I can just get this raised bed pulled and planted, I will feel like I have accomplished something because this over the next few days for the Memorial Day weekend, I actually sat down and kind of drafted out a schedule of the things that I really want to get accomplished in this garden so that it doesn't start to get too much, only because it's about to get hot. It was so hot today. We had a little breeze. It was hot yesterday, little breeze today, but we had some good rain to come in. And so I'm like, go ahead, work on this bed. And you all know one thing, the reason why I'm able to do some of the things or how I'm making my mind like what I'm going to do for the day is I've timed myself in the past. So for me to be able to clear out these plants is probably going to take me about 45 minutes. The plants that I'm going to plant in its place, it won't take me long at all. I was actually, one of the thumbnails had like the bees on these snapdragons right here. And so I was actually like, I'm so sorry, bees. I'm going to put you something else here. One of the things I'm thinking about putting in this bed is borage. We got it growing in the herb garden, but I think I'm going to put some here. I got about 3 more plants left. And hopefully that will make up for me having to pull these snapdragons. I'm also going to pull, this is what was left of the broccoli that's basically going to seed. I'm going to pull the cilantro, and I have a little bit of romaine lettuce back there. But if I get this, I will. It's not a if. I'm going to get this bed planted, which is why I said I won't be on here long, but I just wanted to share with you all what I'm doing. And I also want to invite you, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Now, the cosmos, I'm just going to clean up. This is a heat-loving plant. We actually planted these like right at the beginning of spring. I was a little bit scared to plant them because sometimes we can have like some colder weather right after the last spring frost, but I took a chance and I'm glad that I did because they're growing quite well. So I'm going to leave these, but I'm just going to deadhead those, and I'm just going to pull up everything. But I know that I'm debating. So I got a new tomato variety. I had no business picking this up, y'all, because I have tomatoes that I started from seed. But if you've heard of it, put it in the comments. So it's called Rapunzel tomato. It's like a cherry tomato, but think about Rapunzel in her hair. So these get a lot of tomatoes on them. I think they get a little bit more. I used to grow the sweet 100s, and they were just like a whole trellis of like tomatoes, of the cherry tomatoes. So each year I try to grow like a new variety of something. Last year, I loved the big husky so much that I found the seeds and I started my seeds right here. So those are coming along. What I am going to do over the Memorial Day weekend is I am seriously going to pull the bachelor buttons. I don't like this. So we got to come and it was really, really windy today. We got to come revisit this bed. I planted this up with the new summer vegetables. I got tomatoes, we got cucumbers growing, but I wanted to leave some of the bachelor buttons because I was like, okay, because I take this, I can put it in salads, I can put it in teas, but I will grow it again, but what I don't like is next time I'm going to make sure I put some type of support, because when the winds come in, you see what it does, and I just don't like it like that. The only reason why this bed is not as bad is because it's in between these two pepper plants right here, so it's not really a lot for it to fall over, but these are starting to do it too. And see, these are things that you journal and you put down in your journal when you're growing things. Now, we grew bachelor buttons in Savannah, and I didn't have this issue with them like falling over like that. But here, if I want to plant them, I'll know the next time to just stake them a little bit. And so I'm going to put a few flowers right here, but this might be also an opportunity for me to add some more vegetables right here. What I've been doing over the last few days, these are our 40-day cucumbers. When they first get started, y'all, you may have to train them a little bit. So you see how this one is just like trying its best to find something to latch on over here. I'm just going to take it, put it back on this trellis and like wrap it around, not break it, but wrap it around just to tell it, hey, you need to be over here, trellising up. Because if you look at this bachelor button, this cucumber has put, oh my gosh, these bees are like in my ears, has kind of wrapped itself around this bachelor button. So I'm gonna have to break the trellis. I mean, break the tendrils. I'm gonna have to move the tendrils and put it on this trellis right here. And so that's what happens sometimes when you do things. These, we got cucumbers right here. I don't know why I didn't put one on that side right there at the end. I'm not sure, but we might put another one over there because I think I got one more left. But this one is actually, y'all, starting to get little cucumbers, if you could see. But I'm watching it to see direction it's going to go in so that I could start trellising that up. And we got Roma tomatoes here. But our eggplant, amethyst eggplant, that's getting a little bit bigger. But I just wanted to share with you real quick, slowly but surely. So we're going to have a busy weekend. So y'all might see me pop in and out on live a little bit. And it's only because I want to show y'all like exactly what I'm doing. But today I was like, you got to get up, get off this sofa, take about 45 minutes, which is how long it'll take me to just clear out this bed. I'm not clearing out everything. I'm only clearing out the cilantro right here that has gone to seed. I'm going to cut this winter savory back just a little bit. I'm not going to cut it too much. I'm going to pull the snapdragons, and then we got some purple and red cabbage that didn't quite head up, which I took a chance with, that we're going to pull those, and then we're going to plant some Rapunzel tomatoes. So I'm going to put the Rapunzel tomatoes in, and then I'll share with you once I'm done what we're going to put in the middle. I've started a lot of seeds, peppers and tomatoes. Let me show y'all real quick that I really need to place. And so I probably am going to go heavier. I'm going to start going heavier. Y'all know I like to do flowers, vegetables, herbs together. But I notice I've been doing a lot more flowers, that's okay. But I'm probably going to go heavier now in some of these beds with vegetables. And we're going to start like just putting those in there. So this may be a bed of, I know it's going to be tomatoes. I still got a few more culinary basil that I need to plant. So I'll kind of put those over there. And then we'll probably do some peppers. And I think I got one more cucumber. I gotta look at what all I got left, because I did want to start like one more. Yeah, I got like one more cucumber over here left that I need to get out, and then a couple of tomato plants I need to get out, and the rest of these are peppers, y'all. So it's probably gonna be heavy on the peppers. I also ended up getting a good deal on some marigolds, so we're gonna end up pulling these violas that are right here. This is garlic chive, so we're going to leave this here. I'm going to go ahead and start deadheading the yarrow with some of the spent blooms. And the spent blooms to me are the ones that look a little faded out. If you could see, like, these are new blooms. These are kind of spent blooms, so we'll get those kind of trimmed up and everything. But again, hit the subscribe button, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead, take care of this bed. And so this weekend, my whole goal is to really I'll work on this bed over here, maybe this weekend, and then we're going to take care of this because I'm going to pull the deal. So I have deal in one of the other raised beds, but this deal is starting to flower. It's great if you want to bring butterflies. It's so good if you want butterflies to come. But I'm going to harvest like some of these so that when my cucumbers get ready, I can maybe use them. But this is what really brings the butterfly in. So we'll get on that. And then I'll walk over here because a few weeks ago we planted, these are like little small patio tomatoes. I think they get about 18 inches in height. And so I'm going to use a bamboo stake to do that. But you see how the snapdragons are falling over. So we're going to clean this area up real good. The basil is coming in nice, but I still got to do a little treatment with the marigolds because of the simple fact that the sow bugs, like they really did a number. I had one right here and I also had one right here and they took it all the way down. But I'll put my bamboo stakes up here, pull up the snapdragons because I got a tomato right here, and then we'll get to this bed over here as well. So it's my ultimate goal to try to get to this section over here and just do a little trimming, do a little maintenance. Someone asked me this the other day. We are going to have our herbs. We're going to restock everything, put it online. Some new herbs that we're going to offer is this sage. Y'all look it up. Sage is another powerhouse herb, but we're going to have sage, and then we're also going to have lemon balm that's coming out in addition to our other ones. And the holy basil is one that I definitely have to plant. But that's what our plans are. And let me tell you, if you really, really, really want to get those pollinators, plant some type of salvia. I forgot what the name of this one is, but every single year, y'all, if you could see like all of the bees around here, they're on these. I forgot what these are. I'm gonna have to look up the name. I know that it's by Monrovia, but it's a type of salvia. I do know this is like Veronica Speedwell. They stay on these a lot too. And my method of planting is to plant plants that are going to bring the pollinators so that when I plant my fruiting plants, like my tomatoes and my cucumbers, my eggplants, then if they're in the bed with them, in the raised beds, they don't have far to go. They don't. And so that's another reason why I get like really good pollination is because I'll give you an example is I have my tomatoes here. Once they start fruiting, like it's bees all over. Oh gosh, and one almost flew straight in my eye, y'all. It's bees all over the place here. And they still don't have a long way to go. So I got the salvia here. Y'all, the bee almost flew in my eye. But then they can come on over here and see, they can pollinate the tomatoes. So this is why I like to plant like a lot of things together so that the pollinators don't have a long way to go. And I got to clean up some stuff too, y'all, but I'll keep you posted. Let me go ahead. Let me work on this bed right here. I just really wanted y'all to see it, see how it looks. By tomorrow is going to be so different. It's going to look empty at first. But after everything starts growing, it's going to look great. This is why I always like to give people a visual. So this is like end of spring. We planted a lot of these in the fall, like the snapdragons, the cilantro. We planted those in the fall, the violas in the front. And so now what we're going to do is switch it out, put a lot of summer vegetables in, just like this bed over here. It may look a little sparse, but give it a few weeks. We're going to be harvesting tomatoes, cucumbers, all of those good things. And I'm going to have to come out here and work on my dahlias because we got a little bug that wants to mess with my blooms. And y'all know I like to have fresh flowers in the house, like during the growing season. So I'm gonna have to come work on these so that we can start harvesting the fresh dahlias, and then we'll pull these up. So again, subscribe, stay tuned real quick, y'all, so y'all remember my snacking peppers right here. These were all part of the kit. So we're starting to get peppers on here. These are the yellow ones right here, and I'm trying to see what that is down in this ground without getting on my knees, because I didn't even change today, y'all. I was just like, go outside. So this was a yellow one that fell off. But I got one right here. We got two growing right here, and we got the yellow bell pepper, the snacking bell peppers right here. So just stay tuned. This was part of our growing kit. We're getting a fall one. I know you're like, it's not even summer yet, but before you know it, y'all, in a few months, it's going to be fall. We've had great feedback with our seed kits, our grow alongs. So we're getting our fall kit together. But now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plant these plants right here. So you all have a great night. Stay tuned. We'll go live throughout the weekend, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, y'all. Thanks for joining.